Tonight you will greet the master who you will serve from now on. He will grant you anything, but you must serve him faithfully. He'll come for you in a while and take you to the Sabbat. There, our great Lord of Darkness will welcome you.
I remember when I first wanted to start this, I just had an experience at a show I was performing at. A lot of men were coming up to me, men I had never met before, and they were making really derogatory comments and being very handsy with me. And I could tell, you know, I was being treated differently because, you know, I was a woman, I was at a metal show, and I was a minority in that sense. When the headlining band was playing, I remember having this moment of hope because the vocalist stood up and he was like, I just want to make a shout out to all the ladies here. You know, everyone screamed and they were happy. And he's like, I love women, I do. I loved a woman once, but she turned out to be a fucking whore, so I killed her. I was so disgusted and I was shocked by this. I couldn't believe it. I feel like I've done a lot of fucked up shit in my life, and I'm definitely one of those people who laughs at very inappropriate times. And so I think, you know, as a certified douchebag, to have been offended in that situation was indicative of a much larger problem, and I think a disease in the scene that has been going on way too long. I also realized how many really good dudes that I know in the scene and how exciting that is. You know, the whole point of this is not to man bash, it's not to really bash anybody, it's about celebrating that rising diversity in the metal scene, and expose you to artists who are, you know, really taking the Baphomet by the horns.
Hey, what's up? I'm Mallika from Abnormality and Parasitic Extirpation.
When I first started coming out and seeing you, a big thing people used to tell me was, oh my gosh, she's this adorable little girl and she sounds like a dude, you know? And that was like a huge draw.
I never really thought, oh, I can't do that because I'm a woman. I was just like, oh, I really love this music and I love how powerful that voice sounds. I want to make that sound like those dudes. More and more being in the band, then I started realizing that I was being treated differently, just a little bit, like in interviews or in, you know, articles, like there would be like this paragraph just about me and how I look and not about like the music, and I was like, what's up with that? Like, I'm working just as hard as these dudes, they're working as hard as me, like why is it different just because I'm a woman? There's this kind of subversive sexism going on. I would love to see a world someday where it's not about gender, it's about the music, and that's what's talked about first and foremost. Sometimes I just get messages online from little girls like, oh my gosh, like I didn't know women could do that, and like you're my role model and I want to be a death metal singer now too, and I just think that's so great. Maybe if that girl had never seen a woman doing this different kind of thing, she wouldn't even get that idea. And now she feels more powerful and like she's capable of doing other things.
And we're the future of metal!
Did you write the lyrics for that song?
My dad did some of them.
Yeah.
Cause I need to figure in the mouth.
Totally.
And then the rest I did by myself.
Awesome. What has been your most fun experience with Murp so far?
My fun experience with Murp was going to the tattoo convention. When we first got there, I didn't know what to do, and then I just walk around, there's like free candy, and I grab a whole bunch, and I stuff it in my pocket.
Nice. Score. In like 5-10 years, do you think you're still going to be doing this? Like you want to just keep on going with it?
Until we die.
We're just like the next generation. This is just starting. You haven't seen us at the height of things.
Oh my gosh. You guys are killing me already. I can't take it.
I am here with Charlotte, aka GrandMotherWeb.
When I first got into Fire, I was kind of struck by how lame most of the music was. Like it's a lot of techno, it's a lot of dubstep. It didn't seem to me to be as dramatic as the Fire. Like the spinning and the breathing and the artistry of it was so dramatic and so powerful. When I had the opportunity to bring bands in here, I thought the first thing I wanted to do was show them my Fire and do Fire to metal songs. Nobody had ever seen Eating and Fleshing like that. The backlash I got tended to be along the lines of stodgy, kind of misogynistic vanguard of people who think that the way to protect metal is to make sure that nothing ever changes about it. And that was kind of hard to deal with, but it definitely didn't stop me. Yeah. There's not all that much I can do when people don't want to accept something new, but honestly most people have been really open-minded. And I've gotten some mixed responses from the black metal community, but usually when people see it in person and they feel the heat of the flame and they realize what a huge risk it is to bring yourself into such proximity to the flame. There's nothing more life-affirming than being right on the edge of death.
I don't understand how that's not metal.
I'm not out to burn down any buildings, but I'm definitely interested in burning down boundaries.
Expanding that circle and expanding your mind is crucial, not only as human beings, but as artists. You know, you don't want to be stagnant. I hope that this film is just the beginning of what's to come. I think there's a lot more to capture, so enjoy.